How high can XRP go? That is the big question. And welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back to the channel. You guys know what to do as you walk inside here on the video. It's going to be a quick one. We're going to get in and out. We're going to give you guys a bunch of insights into what's going on in the markets. So many things happening. Tomorrow could be a critical day for crypto, for XRP. The White House supposedly going to release some information. We'll talk about how that could impact crypto, how it could impact XRP. So make sure you guys stick around until the end of the video here. And if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do so. We are dangerously close to 200,000 subscribers on the channel. I'm so grateful for all of you guys, man. It's been a wild ride. We were here screaming from the mountaintops when XRP was 50 cents. Nobody wanted to listen. Now look. We're at $3.53. We're going to jump into the charts first and foremost. But, guys, we are literally 25 subscribers away from hitting 200,000. So if you guys could help us push over that edge, that would be awesome. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming back to the channel. But there are still a lot of people who watch the videos and they don't subscribe, right? So appreciate that. So let's take a look at the charts, guys. We are now up over 25% in the last week. 58% in the last month, 64% in the last 3 months, and 65% year to date. Over the last calendar year, we are back up over 500%, 502% to be exact. And if we take a look at the technicals here, the moving averages still look extremely good. Okay, now our short-term moving averages are a lot higher than they were a few weeks ago. Our 10-day now at 319, but our 200-day moving average is still at $2.41, guys. We have crushed that. We are absolutely sending. A lot of this happened because of some technical things for short squeezes, and there was a lot of people who had shorts on XRP. They didn't think it was going to get back to $3 this soon. Well, it has, and we have stormed past various levels, and we quieted down the last 3 days over the weekend after, zinging up to about 365, 366. And here today at market open, getting close to market open, it looks like we want to go ahead and press up yet again. And we could be eyeing a $4 price target very soon. Now, there are some analysts out there saying that $4.20 is our next big target. This is going to be our next big resistance line. We're also hearing $5.89 as well. Both these levels, I think, will be hit at some point throughout the broader cycle. I'm still eyeing that $7 to $10 range. If we take a look at the overall market, Ethereum has been heating up, still up 25% in the last 7 days compared to Bitcoin down 3%. It is clearly rolling over into altcoins. All right, we are 56 out of 100 on the altcoin season. It's the highest we've been in a really long time. XRP and Ethereum significantly outperforming Bitcoin here in the last 7 days. Here comes Solana today. I mentioned in a video yesterday that Solana's been lagging a little bit. Well, woke up this morning. I made a nice little entry trade at around 181 and exited the trade when I got up this morning at 191. Was super pumped about that. If you guys are interested in making some of these similar moves, come check us out. BTCC, BITUNIX. These are all great places to make some leverage trades. Be careful when leverage trading. It's not for everybody, right? Maybe play around with a small amount first. You guys can come over to crypto.com as well. Crypto.com is offering some unbelievable perks. We just partnered up with them and definitely want you guys to look into that. An awesome opportunity for you guys. So check out all three of those links down below if you guys are interested in trading. But again, I think short term here, that $4.20 level is going to be interesting. When we look at the Fibonacci's, that is kind of one of our next big paths up. Now, we are very, very hot on the RSI. So that is something to watch out for. Let me put myself over here. You guys can see anytime we're up over 70 on this bottom right corner here, anytime we're up over 70, things are getting very, very overheated. It's not to say we're going to get a pullback, but I won't be shocked if we do. All right, so I'm eyeing the $4.20 level. I would like to see some consolidation in this range, in this $3.50 range, and that is kind of what I'm looking at. Now, I mentioned tomorrow's going to be a big day. Could be a big day. Well, the White House is expected to release its first report on crypto. Let me put myself back down here. So now with the Genius Act passed, guys, all eyes are on what's next. How are we going to prioritize some of these big questions that still exist with crypto? So following Trump's move to sign the Genius Act into law at the end of a busy week, that was the crypto week last week, now it's time for a new step. And the White House will release the first comprehensive U.S. crypto policy report, which will be aiming to establish clear rules for digital assets and stablecoins. Now, accordingly, the report is supposedly going to be announced tomorrow. That is the last we heard. This report will be published as required by Executive Order 14178, which mandates publication within 180 days of the issuance of the relevant decision. As you may recall, Trump signed an executive order titled Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology. This was back in January 2025 to position the United States as a global leader in the crypto space. The report to be submitted to the president through APEP will include recommendations for laws and regulators that will guide U.S. crypto policy. The report will also focus on establishing a clear federal framework for digital assets, including stablecoins. It will also address market structure, oversight, risk management, and consumer protection as well. So these are all things that we're going to be looking at tomorrow if that report is coming. It is supposedly coming. That's the last we heard. We'll be keeping an eye out for you. Again, make sure you guys are locked in and subscribed to the channel so you do not miss out on anything we put out here on the channel. Now, real quick word from our sponsor before we come back over to XRP, and I want to close out with some interesting thoughts. So give me about 60, 90 seconds here to tell you a little bit about Omni Exchange. They are unifying chains and liquidity under one on-chain roof in a single scalable application. Omni is the future. Omni is everywhere. Where chains converge, liquidity unites, redefining the multi-chain experience by eliminating barriers between chains. Our unified liquidity engine connects assets and users across all major EVM chains. Guys, they're getting ready to launch their token as well. They are less than a week away. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, the Omni token is coming very, very soon. You can see all their networks that they're going to be linked into: Arbitrum, Optimism, Sonic, Avalanche, BNB, and Base. So they're kind of taking a different approach, kind of going into some of the chains that people forget about. And the current pre-sale right now is ongoing. I'll leave links down below for you guys, and you guys can check this out for the pre-sale that's currently firing up on Omni. Highly encourage you guys to check all the links out down below in the description. So coming back to XRP, things looking very, very solid. 354 right now on the big board. XRP starting to outpace again here this morning as we near market open. We're currently sitting at a $209 billion market cap, very comfortably above Tether in market cap now. And I look at XRP for sure. Once it breaks all-time highs and we get some of these big news events like ETFs and regulation and the Clarity Act, XRP is going to be clearly a huge winner. And obviously anything tied to this ISO narrative is going to be something to watch here moving forward in the rest of 2025. But again, right now, I'm still liking the $7 to $10 target this cycle for XRP. And if that changes, obviously I'll update you. But this is what I've been saying since XRP was down at 50 cents, guys. And I think there's going to be much more coming down the pike for XRP as we get more news related to overall regulation in the United States. We fully drop this lawsuit. We get ETFs, we get basket ETFs, and we get the real tokenization narrative heating up. XRP alongside, HBAR, Stellar, some of these big players, Algorand, right? These are all going to be plays to watch. Ondo Finance looking phenomenal too. They are partnered up with XRP. They're looking great today, up over 5%, now 18% in the last week, 52% in the last month. So keep an eye on Ondo as well as it's breaking loose from this $1 level as we speak. So appreciate you guys for watching. We'll be all over this for you guys. Make sure you are subscribed. Don't forget to like the video, drop a comment down below. Again, shout out to Omni for sponsoring this portion of the video today. and we'll see you guys in the next one.